So if you remember my last video by the car, you'd see that those two subs behind the back seats weren't really firing that great. I have one 1500 watt amp split between the two of them, running at 2 ohms, which puts, I don't know, maybe 600 watts a piece at the speakers. If you do the math, I'm short by about 550 watts. So we fix this with this. Open it up, and what do we have here? We have another 1500 watts. This is really neat how Scar does this. Here, check this out. So on top, you have this one box here. You open it up, and you got these guys. These for your speakers. You can plug these in first, and then plug these into the amp. So that's pretty cool. Then this guy is for your 4-gauge wires. Ground and power. Tighten them down from here, and then connect these into the amp. So that's pretty slick. And then here is your sticker, which I'm not putting on my car. I'm not advertising that there's anything in that car. And then nicely packaged. This is pretty neat how they do this. Here's the power, and then the speakers. And again, it's done with these plugs. So you can hook up all your cables first to these guys, and then boop, plug them in. Good stuff. Screw here, and this little lid pops off. And then what you can do is you can make your adjustments right here. Your gain, your subsonic. This will stop ultra low frequencies from going through and blowing apart your subs. And then this is your standard low pass filter and bass boost, which I will not be using because it's stupid. So check this out. This is a 4-gauge wire, right? And I bought these guys. Okay, check this out. Spins right on. And look at that. Flush right with the end. Isn't that something? Now apparently these walls are so skinny that you can actually crimp them down with these screws right here. How cool is that? Because on the other amp, you know, you got these little freaking wires splitting out all over the place, you know, from the end, and you don't want those to touch the ground or kaboom. So neat stuff. I'm gonna see if this works, but I need both hands. So these 4-gauge connectors worked absolutely perfectly. The end is crimped big time, and it is not coming out of there. Best connection I've ever done. So this is the ground. I didn't have enough. I needed a pretty long run for the ground, and all I had was a buttload of the 4-gauge power wire. So everything is black on the ends for my grounds, so there's no mistake. So anyways, there you have it. These things, these little guys, wow. I'm going to put them on the existing amp as well. Alrighty, so we're all done wiring it up. Got my hot, got my ground, and that's going to go to the amp that's in the trunk, and this is going to go back to my lightning cap. So, easy peasy. And then the fuse is in line right there. So, and for the questions, why didn't you use a distribution block? Why didn't you use a fuse with a little glass case so you can see the fuse is blown? Because I'm using what I got. That's why. Hope you enjoyed the video. More to come.